Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Hasem. I'm working as AWS Solution Architect and AWS Automation Engineer. Today I'm going to show you how you can deploy the recently launched service by AWS, which is AWS SFTP, AWS Transfer SFTP, which is the secure FTP service in order to access the S3 bucket. But the thing I'm going to show you, we are going to deploy this service via the Terraform module. So for this we need first of all S3 bucket. So what I'm going to show you that how you can deploy this service via the via the Terraform. So we need S3 bucket, so I've already have S3 module in my Terraform module section in the GitHub registry in the GitHub. So so what I'm going to show you, let's create a directory SFTP, and we are going to cd into that. So the first requirement is the S3 bucket. So let's say I call this S3 module.tf. I'm going to paste these in my paste this module in my vim editor. So I want to call this bucket as SFTP Cloud Agent. So SFTP, so this bucket will create the this module create the SFTP dash cloud agent bucket. Versioning is enabled on that, and ACL will be private. So what we have to do also is the changing required in the source of this bucket. So what I'm going to do is to give this path of the S3 module. So what I'm going to do is to simply copy this example written I have in my command section. So I need to change the path accordingly. So I'm going to paste this and just give this S3, okay, and now we have our S3 module ready. We are going to initialize the Terraform. You see it is getting the module from that particular location. So I'm going to apply that Terraform apply dash target module is S3. So let me show you guys, there is no bucket in the with regard to this name in the island. There are few other buckets which we have which I have set up for the test purposes, but with this module SFTP dash cloud agent I don't have any bucket yet. So let it open. So you see I don't have any buckets with regard to the name which I've shown you. So this is the bucket we are going to create, SFTP dash cloud agent. You see this is the bucket name, and say yes, it will be created. So the bucket with regard to the uh, SFTP requirement created. If I refresh this, you will see the bucket here shortly. So we have done the first part, which is the requirement of uh, secure file transfer protocol. We need storage, and we are going to use the S3 storage for this purpose. And this bucket I've created in the, I think, in the Ireland region. No, it's Virginia. Okay, no problem with that. So anyway, and the bucket is created. These are our Terraform modules. So, and now we are going to use the um, our SFTP module. So what I'm going to do is to simply copy this, and I will show you the parameters. The source we will change definitely, and the region we will use the EU West one, which is the Ireland region, and the AWS transfer server name. This is going to be the name of that SFTP resource which we are going to create. The IAM role we will assign to this will be SFTP, and the name of that role will be SFTP, and S3 access policy name will be the S3 specific bucket access. I'm going to show you this. The S3 policy file location is that I'm going to give JSON file. For instance, if you want to give a full S3 access to that user, you can give that as well, but I'm going to give a more restricted permission to that particular user, which is going to be use our SFTP resource, which will be in the S3 bucket. So this is the restricted policies that particular user can use. The you will be able to just only put and get objects from that S3 bucket via the SFTP. So what I'm going to do is to, as I've told you, is to copy this module, and now I'm going to create another file, which is, let's say, SFTP module .tf. I'm going to paste this and save it, and let's get the content of the S3 module you've created. I'm going to copy the source location from where I'm fetching this module. So I'm going to edit the SFTP module. I'm going to remove this source. So I'm going to insert this source, and just from the end I will say SFTP module. So the SFTP will be created in the US region, but the thing is that I don't I wanna actually use the different public keys. For instance, I will create the public key just after this, and I will show you what is going to be the name of that public key. And I'm going to change that as well. So the location of that I wanna change as well. So what policy? First of all, what we are going to do, let me show you guys the policy .json document. This is the policy we are going to use Okay, I'm going to simply copy the policy, and I'm going to call this as um, what was the bucket name. This is the bucket name. Let's say SFTP. When SFTP, you can give any name. I'm going to give this name for my policy for that particular user. It's a JSON document, and uh, as you know, we have created this bucket. This will give restricted access only to this particular bucket which we have created. So just save this, and if I open the SFTP module, what I'm going to say this, and the bucket name will be as we have already provided it. So what I'm going to do is to give a bucket name, a policy name, SFTP dot cloud elegant dot JSON. So if you see the path is the one which we have already created this JSON document in our current path. So I give this path which is of the current directory, and let's say I'm going to call this server also as SFTP cloud elegant. For the sake of simplicity, I'm giving the same name, so you will be able to understand it. So SFTP cloud elegant is going to be the name of this server, and I'm role we will attach to this particular resource will be SFTP, and this is going the user will be Asim SFTP. So one more thing, we need to provide the public key as well. So what I'm going to show you is to create how to create a private and public key. So let's cd into the desktop. If I use ssh.keygen command, if I use these switches p for the passphrase, and I'm not going to give any passphrase, keep it null, and the file is going to be say Asim. So Asim will be the private key, and it will create also the public key for the Asim private key. So it is creating, you see, the key pair, the key pair is created. So this Asim is the private key, and there will be a public key as well, you see. So these are the key pair you can create via the command line. So if I open this in let's say notepad, what I'm going to do is to just copy this public key, and this is my Terraform instance. I'm going to create asim dot public this is the public key I'm going to paste here. I'm going to use to log in to my SFTP server. So I'm going to save this, and also I'm going to edit that SFTP module to tell that module our file, our public key will be awesome.ftp, sorry, awesome.pub. So uh, these are the changes we have to create. So let's save it, and that is it. So let's say I have initialized the our Terraform, and this module is initialized. So what I'm going to now I'm going to deploy that SFTP module Terraform apply dash target. Okay, and the module name is SFTP. Okay, it is giving us an error. It says no file with this SFTP cloud elegant. Let's say what file we have created, SFTP cloud elegant dot. Okay, yeah, we have misspelled, we missed the E part there, so instead, okay, what I'm going to do is to just put E here. I missed the E here, and let's save it and try again. It will be fine now. So 5 of the resources will be created along with, you see, this is our SFTP user. So I'm going to say yes. So if I move to my SFTP server section, if I refresh it in the island, the server is going to be created. So I'm gonna show you, this will take about 5 minutes. I'm going to pause that video, but I wanna show you some things. And the server is starting, and this is the server ID, and I wanna show you the user we have created. So this is the awesome SFTP user we have created via the Terraform module. This is the role. I'm going to show you the role as well. Just a second, please. So if we talk about the bucket, you see bucket is SFTP cloud legend is already created, and let it open. I wanna just show you the role and that particular policy we have attached to it. So this is the role we have created, you see, and the policy name is specific bucket access. Let me show you guys. In the module I'm saying that this is the names S3 access policy name, so I give this name specific bucket access. Let's say I wanna edit this, and I wanna say this, if I do SFTP cloud allegiant, sorry, I need to open the module. SFTP module. So let's say I want to call this SFTP elegant bucket access. Okay, so let's save it. And now we are going to apply the Terraform module again. So what it is going to do is to destroy one resource and add one which is with regard to that policy. So if I say yes, so it has been updated. If I go and refresh, you will see a different name. So see guys, and now it is saying SFTP Cloud Elegant Bucket Access. So this trust relationship is already in that particular module. I wanna show you guys, and this is the fix which is regard to the transfer.amazon AWS STS assume role. It is already given in the module, and if I say as I already told you that about the policy which we have given this policy to this if let me show you this as well. If I drop down, if I move to and JSON, let's say, you see this is the policy we have attached to this particular user which we have created in our SFTP. So let's switch back. Let's see the server is up or not. So this is our private key. We are going to use this key to log in into our S3 bucket. So how you see it is online. Now what we are going to do is to simply use the endpoint of this server, because we have our private key. So I'm going to use this endpoint. I'm going to copy this endpoint, and from Windows I'm going to use the WinSCP to log in. You can log in via the via any SSH client or from your Linux instance. I am also using the VMware for my Linux usage, but as I'm using Windows currently, so I'm going to show you that how you can use WinSCP and log in from Windows. So I'm going to copy this. This is the username, and you see the path. Home directory is the of Cloud Elegant, but this needs to be updated. The reason for that, we don't have bucket with this name. So what I'm going to do is to edit our SFTP module, SFTP module, and I'm going to say this our bucket name is not Cloud Elegant Automation. The name of that is this SFTP Cloud Elegant. So let's save it, and I'm going to again update the our module. So it is going to update this. Yes, changes has been modified. So let's refresh this. You will see the SFTP dash Cloud Elegant. So I'm also showing you guys how you can simply update your Terraform and make updates uh, while deploying your resources in Terraform. So let it refresh. So I'm going to give the username. Let it open. uh, see see and the name has been updated. I'm going to give this username Asim SFTP. Okay, so I'm typing Asim SFTP, and if I go to advanced, I'm going to use my private key in order to access our S3 bucket. So I have not converted this into PPK. You simply select it, it will itself say I'm going to convert this into PPK format, and it will save. You see, now it is asm.ppk. I'm going to log in into my uh, SFTP server. At the backend it is using S3 bucket. So I'm going to create one folder. Initially it will show you error which is with regard to the timestamp, because currently S3 bucket is not uh, configured to maintain the timestamps attributes. So let say call this folder awesome. I'm going to show you that currently in our S3 bucket it is empty bucket by you see we have created. So let's create the folder with name awesome. See, so what I'm going to do is to refresh. You see awesome is created. So this is the way SFTP works, and as I've given the restricted permission, so it will not able allow me to delete this folder because of my policy attributes. You see, you can use any policies with regard to that particular user. And let's say I wanna add one more file. I wanna show you the error it will give, which is with regard to the timestamp. Let's say I'm going to push this file. You see, this is the error which is with regard to the timestamp. You have to simply do is to just click on the skip all, and that will do. So I've pushed my awesome.public file in the S3 bucket. Let's see and refresh. You will see the file here awesome.pub shortly. So you see, so this is the timestamp error as I was shown you. It is 11:18 or 19 few second difference, but the thing is that this time stamp, you see, we have created this file about 5 to 10 minutes ago. So S3 is not optimized to maintain the timestamp attributes, which is the old timestamp of my Windows. So that is it, guys. Hopefully you like it, and kindly share this video. What I'm going to do is to simply destroy these resources. It is the way you can work with Terraform is that it give you the ability to understand the deployment of infrastructure as well. So I'm going to destroy this resource, and also I'm going to destroy the S3 bucket. So that is it, and please like and share this video. Thank you.